we've been playing music together since we were kids. And going along as we were growing up, opportunities came forward, and music was always a part of those opportunities. And at some point, Stafford went off to California. And
Ended up linking up with Brian and Edward Holland of the famed duo Holland Dozier Holland from Motown. And they taught me a lot. I learned a lot about production and songwriting and just how to put together all the facets that make a good recording from them. And after a while, being young and kind of stupid, I thought to myself, well, I could do this all by myself. I don't need any help. Let's just put out a record. And so I went back to New York from California, linked up with my brother and my dad, and we decided to put together a record company.
during the time he was working with Brian and Edward Holland, I was in college and I graduated school. My mom passed away, and Dad came to us and he said, well, we're not going to wait to give you your inheritance. We're going to give you your inheritance now, and we're going to take this money and we're going to start an independent label. Stafford, since you studied with Brian and Edward, you're going to be the producer and you're going to make the music. And Johnny, since you graduated college, you're going to watch my money as it's being spent while he does that. All right? And we set up VAP Records. And it all began then.
We did a couple of singles. One was called No Limit. On the B-side was I Can Do It Any Way You Want, which 35 years after the fact, I Can Do It Any Way You Want was resampled by Armand Van Helden. And although we didn't really get a bite on that B-side, he had a huge hit with that called Anyway that he did with a group called Duck Sauce. So that kind of tells you that any creative effort you put forth will be appreciated by someone at some time.
We didn't necessarily know what a hit record was, but we knew that we had a song and we just kept moving forward. The fact that 35 years later somebody went back and picked up that song solidified to us that we knew what we were doing the whole time. All right, now the industry has changed, and still we're doing it ourselves. Along the way of having those singles out as an independent label, they were 12-inch singles, we met many people along the way who wanted to offer us deals. And what it kind of seemed like to us is they want to just take our product. So we never accepted a deal, and we continuously did it ourselves. After that, the singles that we had with the VAP Records, Stafford and I kind of split up. I was still in New York, and he was in California. And still being interested in the music industry began to change. And now it was digital audio, and you could record on a computer. And I began experimenting with that. And I was able to just put together an album, all the little pieces. And I brought my album out to California to show it to Stafford and have him help me. He said, nah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's all right. It's all right. And I said to him, Staff, where's your album? And he says, well, yeah. And so we got together and decided from that moment forward that we were going to pool all of our resources and make an album together. And 5 albums later, here we are with Check the Forecast featuring J.S. Floyd.
Yeah.